report on the efforts to implement the rights recognized in the convention. 1 year after the adoption of the UNCRC, the African Union adopted the African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child. Now, this charter makes Africa the only continent with a region-specific child rights instrument, which is not only built on the basic principles of the UNCR, but also seeks to address the peculiar changes children in Africa face, such as female genital mutilation, early and forced marriages, armed conflict, and internal displacement. Now, joining us on the line to talk to us about this is Mr. Jogger, the Pan-African Child Rights Governance Program Manager at Save the Children. Mr. Jogger, very good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Now, Mr. Jogger, first tell us a bit about Save the Children. What is it all about?
Hello?
Mr. Jogger, can you please just briefly tell us what exactly Save the Children is all about?
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Save the Children is about trying to work on ensuring that government, civil society, and the private sector work on ensuring child rights are realized and that children are protected from all forms of violations and also all forms of abuse against children.
Now, sir, what progress has been made in terms of children's rights in Africa? Have we reached that milestone yet?
What has happened is that most African countries have adopted the African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child, and governments, 47 of them out of the 54, have laws and policies that enhance protection of children and also their rights. And there are progresses made in the area of education in terms of enrollment and completion, progress in the area of child mortality, so reducing deaths for children, and also progress in terms of access to services like water and sanitation, food and nutrition. So we are recording better enjoyment of rights for children.
Now, Mr. Jogger, when they say that all nations of the world have ratified the UNCRC except Somalia and the USA, what does this mean? Are they still in compliance with the rules, and how is it ratified, sir?
What it means is that, of course, Somalia has had issues for the last 20-plus years, and that's why they have not ratified, and they are working on that. But what it means is that they are not about to report and implement the charter, those two countries, but the other countries have to use the UNCRC as a benchmark in terms of the work they do with children.
All right. And Mr. Jogger, and then what have been some of the biggest challenges in terms of implementing some of these programs in Africa?
The main challenge is basically resource allocation, so that countries ratify the convention, but then they don't allocate enough resources for implementing what they have committed to do. But then there is also the conflict of cultural and traditional laws and norms with the UNCRC standards, because some people would want to maintain their traditions and cultures, even when they may not be in the best interest of children. And then, of course, there is the issue of government signing the UNCRC and then having sometimes a weak political goodwill for implementation. So those are three major bottlenecks or challenges.
Mr. Jogger, thank you so much for your time, sir. That was Mr. Jogger, Pan-African Child Rights Governance Manager at the Save the Children, talking to us about Africa's quest in realizing and honoring children's rights in the continent.